Hi, this is Tim with rcnoob.com. I've gotten a couple questions on the material that I used to create the little indoor ramps that I've been using with some of my indoor review shots for some of my vehicles. And I wanted to share with you what exactly that material is and how inexpensive it is to get it and how easy it is to make these ramps. It's literally a less than $10 solution and a less than, I don't know, 2-minute cutting job, and you've got some really cool little ramps for your RC vehicles of really any scale. And just for example, I've got my 1/10 scale Bomber sitting right here, and I've got the 1/18 scale Axial Yeti Junior Rock Racer sitting there. I'm going to bring another vehicle into view here. This is the 1/25 scale Pro Line Ambush 4x4. All three of these vehicles can easily use these ramps to get around and to jump off of or to drive over. It's really a cool thing. Now, back to the topic at hand. What is this material? What are these ramps made of? Well, these ramps are made from a rain gutter foam insert, and that's all it is. I bought a couple lengths of this. It sells in 4-foot lengths at some of my local hardware stores, in home improvement shops, Menards, Home Depot, what have you. It's under $10 for a 4-foot length, and I've cut these 4-foot lengths into 1-foot wide ramps. The thing I like about this material is it's very durable. Like I said, I have run every single one of these vehicles over these ramps. Anything from this to even that 1/10 scale Bomber over there, it does not rip this material up. It stays together really well. It's just an incredibly durable material, and it'll crush down a little bit if the vehicle is really heavy. I haven't come into any situations where a vehicle just runs over this and doesn't get airborne at all, or doesn't climb or crawl over it. It holds up well. It maintains its shape very well. As you can see, you can kind of stack it and make some different shapes. This comes in really handy if you're trying to set up a little indoor crawling course. This Ambush, I've had fun driving it, driving across it like that. Or I'll give it a little ramp way and have it drive over as it's driving over mountains or something like that. It's really fun. It's a blast with this Ambush, I have to tell you that. The Yeti Junior, the weather's been kind of not great around here lately, and I haven't been able to get outside with this yet, but indoors, this has been my proving ground, setting up a bunch of these little foam ramps and launching the Yeti Junior off of those. It does get hung up from time to time, but really, it still does a really good job. And then back to this guy. We're going to bring the Bomber back in here. And just to show you, the Bomber is a big, hefty vehicle. Bone stock, it's hefty, and I've added a couple components and pieces to it, and I've even taken some stuff off, but it's a heavy machine. But even looking at this at the front tire, it's not compressing down on this foam very much. This thing will fly over these foam blocks. It'll kick them up. It does everything but rip them to shreds, which I love to see because I don't like spending a lot of money replacing things, even if it is foam blocks or foam triangles. So like I said, you buy a 4-foot length or a couple 4-foot lengths of these. I can't remember what I exactly paid. I just looked at Home Depot's website, and I've looked at Lowe's and a couple other websites. You can get 2-foot lengths for about $7. I think I paid under $10 for 4 feet. It might have been on a sale, whatever. It's inexpensive. That's all it boils down to, is a very inexpensive material. One thing I'm going to point out about this, on two of the larger area sides, they're foam. On one side, though, it is coated with something that makes it a little more rigid and a little more sturdy. That's fun to really launch stuff off of. When if you get a vehicle that can grip off of that and just take off, you're in for some good times. And it's not just for crawlers either. We've put a number of vehicles through a number of torture tests indoors with this material. We've launched, again, this Charisma vehicle, the scalers, the rock crawlers have all had a turn with this. A number of our new Bright machines have been launched off of this material. It's all held up. It's still durable. I bought up a bunch of it when it was on sale, so I've got, you know, a large number of 1 foot length sections that I can create little courses or create little obstacles to jump and to crawl on. It's tremendous. It holds up incredibly well. You know, I'm sounding like a pitch man here for foam, but it's just really cool material, and you just can't beat it. I've built ramps out of cardboard before. They don't hold up. They'll hold up for a while. You can get maybe a couple, you know, weeks worth of use out of them. After a while, they start to get mushed down. If you're running anything heavier than, I'd say, you know, heavier than this 1/24th scale machine, cardboard might not hold up. I won't say it's not gonna, but it might not hold up. You know, cardboard would primarily be what I would launch our little 1/36th scale ECX KickFlip and BeatBox off of. We've even launched them off of this, and my kids have had a blast just getting massive air with those machines. They have a blast getting massive air with this machine. Any of these machines that I've hauled out before, they love driving on this material with, and just, you know, they enjoy putting the ramps together and making different configurations as well. So with that, that kind of answers the question of what I've been using for my indoor ramps. It's, you know, this foam rain gutter insert. Again, you can find it at any of your home improvement or hardware stores, Home Depot, Lowe's, Ace Hardware, whatever is in your area. Go and check it out. Not very expensive. Just cut it to whatever length, width you want. You can actually leave it in the 4 foot lengths, and, you know, make a lining for an indoor racetrack, or you know, to line some 90-degree angles. That actually comes in really handy if you're coming up against some furniture. It helps keep the furniture in one piece, and also gives you something to bounce off of with your RC vehicle. So to answer the questions that have been coming in, I've been using, you know, this foam material to build my indoor ramps. And with that, I'm going to go launch some vehicles now. So you guys take care.